Done, bro. Wait, where you going? To watch the full 94 podcast. Can't watch that without me. Wait up, bro. You know full 94 is my favorite show.
Winning.
A winner, the champ, the best, we are all of them. Cause we went right and not left to not follow them. Sobriety tests, I am walking up in line. Added the sex and the drugs, but couldn't subtract my mind. They all wanted me dead. I was chilling in the cut, then I transformed like I'm best friends with Shia LaBeouf. See, I've been a winner, check it, and I ain't even firing. Church time's God, I'm a product of my environment.
We are winners, losers come with me. Got God with us, never letting flesh envy. We don't worry about the money, the sex, the cars, the clothes. Now watch reality unfold like we winning in here, yeah, we winning in here.
Say we winning in here, but I'm still sweating, bruh.
What you were doing, bro?
I literally 10 minutes ago. What time is it? It is 8:46. At 8:30, I was on stage leading worship at my church. Over 1,000 folk. Literally still sweating from running to the car trying to get. How much I love y'all. Full 94.
Man, we appreciate
out there watching it. We talk basketball.
Hey, man, don't let that man gas you, man. He's like 5 minutes away from his crib, bro.
I didn't know how I was gonna be here or not. I still got I still got my innards on, bro. I still got my innards on, straight up. I ain't had a chance to take nothing off, dog. We here, man. You like basketball? Where to live at, my boy? How y'all feeling over there?
I'm here, man. I'm not watching the rest of that Sixer game, bro. That's ridiculous.
I see y'all been talking in the chat. Things crazy right now,
bro. That's one of the most. And I never seen a tech and then a tech get rescinded 5-10 seconds after it was given.
I'm about to say I've seen it get rescinded, but I've never seen it that quick.
Yeah, he went into the back and came right back out, bro. And then they threw Embiid out right after that.
For what though? What are we talking
about? Arguing
the
call.
Yeah, he was arguing the call,
bro.
And shorty threw him out, boy.
That's what everybody do.
I can tell you one thing: Embiid is close to the edge because you don't really see him react like that. Like whatever happened was bad because my boy, like he was ready to fight a lion. Like he be talking about he be fighting lions. My boy, like he was ready to fight a lion, bro.
I mean, it be like that.
Shout out to Sis, man. She under the weather, man. She's not gonna be with us tonight.
Oh, Understood, man. Praying for a speedy recovery, sweetheart. I know everything going out there. My son had the flu last week, caught strep earlier the end of last. I'm just like, bro, you just got over the flu, and then you got caught back with strep. Like, I don't know, just that time of year, bro. It was 70 degrees outside a couple of days ago. It's 35 today, so like you can't keep up in the GA, man. Y'all know Atlanta. Come on, man. I'm gonna get you on Floridian, so I'm gonna skip over you.
Nah, it hit 61 here, bro. It was cold.
Oh, excuse me.
And it was cold.
I gotta put a hoodie on. Oh Lord.
You do gotta put a hoodie on. I mean, it might not have no sleeves, but you don't want your neck to catch cold. You know what I mean? I ain't got a whole lot of neck, so
I'm not messing with you, bro. I'm not doing it. 61 degrees. I would love that right now. Drew, what's the temp out of Chicago, bro?
Actually, it's a good smooth 37 today, man. It felt good, bro.
Good smooth, yo. Y'all making business,
bro. Last week it was like 15 degrees, so I'm good.
Hey,
37 is perfect, man.
I ain't mad at it, bro. Look, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got Caitlin Clark getting Athlete of the Year. I mean, you seen on both sides. You seen people that are for it, seen we're against it. It is what it is. We had a great game between USC and UConn. Juju and Paige going at it. I'm telling you, I loved every part of this game. We're gonna talk more about it. Look, this how good the game was. It got its own segment, bro.
It's a tech, Mr. G.
That's how good it was, man. So tell me about this. Unrivaled is doing some amazing things right now that we are even saying the same thing should be with the WNBA and how they should be moving in marketing. But this is good. Open Run might have do shenanigans. I don't know. It just feels we just gonna vibe out tonight. You know what I mean? So let's get to this. Let's get to this first segment, man. Athlete of the Year, Caitlin Clark. Like, what are we? This I love the new title. I love it. So, what's the first impression when you saw that this is what was going to happen? Caitlin Clark got it. She won it. She's Athlete of the Year. Will, give me your first impression when you saw the news break.
It was a good choice. I mean, you could. I mean, I think you could have also went like Simone Biles, arguably. There wasn't too many choices where I think they could have been athlete of the year. Caitlyn had a very like polarizing year. I mean, she was a standout this year. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, what they did for the league was amazing. I think you could argue, of course, like I said, Simone, but I'm not mad at Caitlyn. I didn't like the Mystics owner, Miss Johnson. I didn't like her comments about saying it should have been all of the WNBA because that feels like a cop out. You know what I'm saying? Let Shorty get her flowers. Like that's never been the issue. But it was great, and it was a really great article. Like you get a sense from the article that she gets it, but her being from where she's from and being 22, that it probably didn't fully register in the way that it should have, in spite of, you know, the fact of like, you know, they were saying like her boyfriend, and I think maybe her brothers or some other people were making comments or liking stuff on her behalf. But I think it's gonna make a lot of her, I want to call it her fans.
Oh, there we go. Have a conversation.
I'll call it her
let's have this dance, Will.
I'll call it her
associates.
her wannabe handlers.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
we'll call them that.
I like
because here's the thing, and Drew and I talk about this all the time. And we actually even came to an understanding. Caitlyn's an amazing basketball player. Nobody takes that away from her, right? Yes. The whole thing about her being 22 years old, I get that. On the flip side, though, you also have people like Angel who doesn't have the option to not be understanding of that the way that she was attacked. Yeah. But I like the fact that Caitlyn did speak up this time, and she did say more. Like she said previously, like that's not it. But with so much celebration of her, it comes a great responsibility, and the people around her do have to prepare her even more, because now that she's made these statements, you can't walk it back, and you can't make it seem like you're not aware, because a lot of her statements in there were like very precise. Like she's like, that's not who I am. That's not who I wanted to be. Yeah. I think that the issue a lot of people have that has been a problem articulating is some of these fans have come in. They're not really fans, and you can tell. She even made a statement. One of her statements, and I had to get it. She said, because she was talking about the situation with her and Angel, and she's talking about the situation with her and Dejanay. She said a lot of people that wanted to have opinions on what was happening probably didn't even watch half the games that they were trying to have a take on, and hadn't supported the W for a really long time.
Sometimes you got to talk about it.
Newsflash. That's about 95% of the population in W and the NBA.
You got your shenanigans later.
Don't turn this into a shenanigan.
You got shenanigans later, bro. You relax.
But the thing is that the point about that is there were people who took this as an opportunity. The Great White Hope thing is cool. Larry Bird has been it. Dirk at one point, like my white homeboys used to rock the tube socks up because they had Dirk. Like, it's cool. You have your people that you cheer for. They came in and they vilified. They tried to vilify what she represented. Yeah. And they took it as an opportunity to not only disrespect the game, but disrespect Black women at that point in time. That's always been my biggest problem with it. When you look at, and I want to give Drew a chance to talk, when you look at the comments from Drew and Paige, you don't get those same things about Paige, because Paige stood 10 toes all along, because Paige grew up differently. But also some of the comments that they were talking about when they were talking about Juju in the comments about the ESPN thing, they were like, well, she has to break records first. Newsflash. Juju has already broken records.
Facts.
They were talking about Juju doesn't have the aura that Caitlin Clark has. Bro, she was a freshman. Juju has her own television show already. She has a huge NIL deals. So this is what you're getting when you have people who are coming in. They're not watching the game to be supporters. Yeah. They're watching the game to further the divisiveness of literally what the world has become. Dare I say it, uncomfortably, since 2016.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that. Juice, how you feel when you're talking about everything that surrounds Caitlin Clark? What's up, Brandy? Happy holiday, Merry Christmas.
Brandy know I'm fine, so I'm not even gonna pay attention to the little ugly comments.
That's right, Sean.
Don't post no more lies, man.
But it's the thing when you're looking at as a whole, and when you're looking at Caitlin Clark, what she's brought to the table, what she's done, bestowing the title of Athlete of the Year on her, and everything that comes along with that. Like, what was the first thought, and what are we looking for from Caitlin in 2025 going into her sophomore season?
One, we're looking for her to have a deeper run in the playoffs. Hopefully, they add some people to the roster. I'm looking for her to chop down some of the turnovers, give her team. I feel like if she, cut them turnovers in half that she had last season, that team would be very successful in the regular season and playoffs. I'm not looking for her to speak on how privileged she is every time she gets in front of a microphone.
Makes sense.
And that's the frustrating part. I was reading in that article, like, she should not have to do that. And it's good that she does it. But I think it was one comment where it was like the girl was saying that she don't feel like she has to speak on it because they know how she feels. She feels the same way about it that we do. And she should speak on it every single time. And that's just what it should be, man. Just because our fans think one way don't mean that she feels that same way. Just like Larry Bird. We got some racist people back in the day that was rocking with Bird.
Yeah.
That ain't how he felt. So I'm interested to see how this season is going to play out. I'm interested to see if the rivalry continue, because it's not a bad thing, bro. It's a bad thing when you start calling them names and calling them out of their name and
for sure.
To them. Sure. But I enjoy it, and I think they both should kind of lean into it. Like, we like each other. It's no malice, but I'm trying to take her head off. She trying to take mine off.
Yeah. All I can think about when I come to, especially when you're talking about where the NBA is, and we have this conversation about where the WNBA, where the NBA is, and you're talking about rivalries, right? All I can think of is like that Kendrick, was it Crazy? I forget the name of the song, but it was like years and years ago, and he was like Control. That's what it was, and that verse to me like kind of speaks volumes of what we feel like the NBA and WNBA should be like. Yeah, I'm cool, but I'm trying to knock y'all out. Like it's not we not friends. We have to like I love you. I got mad for you. You got respect. You got talent. When I'm trying to get on a song, I'm trying to make sure your core fans never heard of you. Like that stuff is crazy.
Two things that I like that were acknowledged that the big stage came for her during that LSU game, because a lot of people try to say Angel wasn't a part of it. Yes, Angel was a part of it because that's when the whole talk started.
Yeah,
but I also like what Terry Jackson said. She's the executive director of the WNBA Players Association. When they asked her about Caitlin leaning more into her voice, she said, "Let's be clear. Yes," she said, "but," and we all talked about this before, the responsibility for setting the tone and sending the message was absolutely at the league and the team, but particularly at the league level. They talked about Kathy Egbert. And the fact of the matter is, whether we've talked about it here, Kathy has to be more vocal. Some of the statements that she made when those things came up were not the right statements. You're leading a whole league and a group of women in a league that's growing. Whether you like it or not, race is always going to play a big part in this. What I think gets overlooked is people don't have a problem with Caitlin. People like Caitlin. And Caitlin has literally stated that her love for the game has come from a black woman. It's come from Maya Moore.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't speak on that because nonstop on a consistent basis, anytime you bring up Caitlin Clark, here come the racists. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
Here come so we can't. It's hard to have NBA or WNBA banter when you want to talk about a player and they're so polarizing that it brings the racists out. And it's like to a certain extent and to a lesser extent, because I don't want to push it up. But someone said earlier, it's almost like in the WNBA, when you bring up her name, it's like bringing up 46's name.
Oh, got you. Yeah.
I don't want to say his name on the show because
no, you're good. Let's check out the question from Mr. G real quick. Like, are the ratings going to stay the same or trail off because the casual fans may not care anymore since they're not going to be necessary any drama?
It's definitely going to be drama, man. Like it's drama across the WNBA. You got the Seattle. They a whole saga in themselves right now. You know, you got what are the Aces gonna do? How the Aces gonna react? New coach in Chicago with Angel Reese playing with Cardoso again. They got a good draft pick coming up.
Yep,
it's gonna be drama, man, and the players gonna definitely be beefing again, just like they did last year. It's gonna be physical. It's gonna be catty. So I don't think that goes anywhere.
I think it's important to note that the league has literally been on the rise rating wise since 2021. It's only been acknowledged since last year. Were they losing money last year? Yes, but they're losing money because of the non-TV deals that they didn't have, and because of things that weren't set up by the collective bargaining agreement. So when people talk about they were losing money, they weren't losing money because the games weren't good. Because the games were good. Like the games have always been good.
Yeah,
they were losing money because the way that the league has been set up and the way everything's been happening. So when you want to give credit to Caitlin, okay, cool. She's done a great job in helping to grow the game. But a lot of this stuff that's come was in the works 3 to 4 years before her. Yeah, it just happens that her and Angel were coming into the league, and they're looked at now as a Larry and Magic because this is when the new TV deals are coming in. This is when everything is happening. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just one of those things where it just happened to match up at that time. It does not take away from how great Caitlin's been. It does not take away from the fact that when the Fever go play, they pack out. But then you can also speak to the fact that the Aces, I believe, were the first team to pack out, have sold out games for their entire season. When you talk about the Chicago Sky, the Sky were being forced to put their teams in NBA arenas also. So it's just one of those things where we don't want to take away from the desire from it. We want to be able to put Caitlin in the bunch and put her in a general conversation. But you can't do that when you're having discussions about a rookie and you're saying, oh, she's better than A'ja Wilson. A'ja Wilson's the best player in the league, bro. You're not watching the game.
Facts. Can't be. That's the thing.
And there's other players who are going to come in, and whether you all like it or not, I hate to tell you, Juju is coming.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think
the casual fans are going to matter.
I'm worried about her, man. That's my honest opinion.
About Juju?
Yeah, I don't think she's too much worried about her. I think Juju going to be definitely great, but
what up, Willie?
You said you don't think who? No, I'm not saying for Caitlin. Well, Caitlin the league got to worry about Juju, but the casual fans who have never truly seen Juju play, when you see Juju play consistently, bro,
we another year away,
huh?
We another year and a half.
Yeah, but she started advocating the fact that they should be able to come out early. So
I mean, they have to do 3 years.
They have to. I don't know if they have to do 3 or 4, but I know they have to do at least 3.
4 is crazy, bro.
4 is crazy.
Like if you Paige is coming this year, and Paige was Juju before. I mean, Paige was Caitlin before Caitlin was out there.
Well, look, I think let's keep that going.
Oh, wait, because I see what Ju did.
Yeah,
and Ju ain't watched the game, so Ju don't know. Before Paige got hurt, Paige was going to be the Michael Jordan of women's college basketball. You just ain't familiar.
She hurt, bro. So she got hurt, and I in my opinion,
but
I'm sorry to see. I don't see nothing spectacular when I watch Shorty.
That's crazy. Let's get right to it though.
Wow.
I think it's a perfect segue into the next segment that we got. When you see that USC versus UConn game, when you see Paige, sees first name, right. So this is my thing. When you're talking about seeing Juju go up against Paige, they want not only step up to the challenge, but want to smoke. I think this game was much more than just Batman versus Batman. I feel like it was Robin versus Robin. When you talk about Kiki and Sarah Strong, when you talk about both of them getting double digits in points and rebounds, like Ju and Paige is what we came to see, and we got Sarah and Kiki. And like what I like the most, you talk from Sarah, she did 22 and 13, and then for Kiki, she did 16, 11, and 6. Played the same amount of minutes that Juju did, and I'm like, okay, wait a second, we came for Batman. And Robin showed up and said, hey, I'm still here. Don't get it twisted. and we had a good match between them. What were you seeing from this game? Now Juju walks away with the win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the talent is there. You see it off ball screens. You see it. The vision is there. What I love most is that we didn't see somebody just trying to overplay, right, and force the issue. Paige and Juju play within the offense. They just happen to get the matchup most of the time. Jude, tell me about this. What do you see from that game? Obviously, make sure you go check out Sports Talk with C as well, because she talked about this game as well. So look that up. Sports Talk with C in our last episode. Like, when we're talking about watching that game, you saw the talent between Paige and Jude. Like, was that what you were expecting? And did it live up to the hype?
Oh, listen, man. That night I had to like turn all my TVs off because I was getting a little bit overstimulated from how much stuff was on TV. I was like, bro, I was about to go into a coma with how much excitement was on TV. So I tuned into the second half of that game, and what I saw, bro, is it was an all-out battle, man. I think the number 2 players, like you said, stepped up in a huge way. But I can't help but say, man, Paige Becker's got to get one of these statement wins under her belt, man. She can't keep beating up on trash teams and then losing to the contenders, man. When is she gonna show me something?
They beat USC in the tournament last year.
She got cooked. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about this year. They got cooked by Notre Dame, bro.
All right, so
Hidalgo showed Shorty up.
So I want to make sure we get to this. I want to make sure we get
Wait. Notre Dame was cooking everybody.
We're gonna talk to it. I just want to make sure we talk about this. So the league, listen. So the league, when we're talking about the 3 to 4 years, how long you got to play, and then her advocating for getting into the league early. The league mandates that U.S. applicants from the NCAA must be at least 22, have fulfilled their college eligibility, graduated from a 4-year college, or be 4 years removed from high school.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd be advocating as well. That's saying 4 years, 4 different ways.
Yeah.
when you look at like Paige getting hurt, you think about all that stuff, and you think about them passing up this great opportunity with the league growing. Yeah. They got to change that, because women are just as exciting as the men. So
yeah,
that's not going to slide. I like the fact that she spoke up about it and she talked about it, but she also said like it wasn't a surprise to her. Like, when you give women that prime time slot and you get on the ball, they're gonna do their thing. And while I was excited to see Paige versus Juju, I think we're overlooking the fact that we get at least 3 more years of Sarah versus Juju. Sarah's a freshman.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Sarah's a freshman giving you 22, 13 and 5.
Yeah.
And her post game is like that. I was telling someone that I was telling someone that what I feel like the NBA to a certain extent is missing is what we saw in that game. They was in the trenches getting it. Like, it wasn't them just coming down, chucking up 3 or just settling for the shots. They was going in the post. They was getting at it. You saw Paige and Juju go at it. Paige hit the shot in Juju's face, stared her down. Juju went back down, did it again. Like, they were going at it, and they were really matching up with each other. It was an incredible game. But when you look at the matchup, they favor each other a lot. Like, this is a game I would love to see in the Final Four. The rebounds was 32 to 33. Assists was 17 to 18. Now the blocks was 2 to 7 because USC was out here on the block party. But
Juju had a couple blocks himself.
Right. So, it was a great game. I think my biggest worry, and I said the same thing about Notre Dame, is when it comes tournament time and you're facing a team like UCLA or South Carolina who's deep, neither one of these teams are deep.
Yeah.
They're not showing it. So you're going to run into that possibility that, when it's time for everybody to do what they got to do, it's not going to get that point because they were doubling on Paige in the first half, because in the first half, USC dominated. When UConn came back in the second half, now they did go on that run because I think they were down, like 17, 18? Mm-hmm. They did come back and they made that nice run, and Sarah Strong was leading that. And remember, Sarah's a freshman. Like, she was just a All-American, McDonald's All-American like a couple months ago. But when you look at, USC.
Happy holiday.
Yeah, yeah. Merry Christmas, Mom.
When you look at USC, like
I don't know what one and done, Sean. That's
USC still has that same issue. So it was an incredible game, man. But like you said, Notre Dame is out here, bro. And Olivia Miles and Hannah Hidalgo, that's probably the best backcourt in the country. But they don't have a bench.
Yeah.
They don't have a bench. And they don't, I know they got Centron and a couple others, but they don't have a bench. One thing I'll tell you too, if you want to get more into women's college basketball, C does a segment where she talks about players to watch, and it's not just like your main players. Yeah. So make sure you check out Sports Talk with C. She always does that, and she explains why. And she did this actually for this last game, and those were the players to watch. So
I'm telling you, bro, we got a lot of this, and I think we're gonna see more of this. I'm excited for March Madness to pop up, man, and we see who really gonna take it home, who got the best teams, who's putting the best product on the floor, not just star players. We saw Juju do it last year, and basically went out there and put up a crazy numbers, but you didn't have somebody to come with her. Yep. So this year you got Kiki, you got some bench players, you got some role players who are going to go out there and do so. I think they can make some noise, man. Look, we're going to talk more about this. We're going to talk more about for the rest of the show, Unrivaled success that we're talking about. Sabrina Ionescu has just been added as a 36th and final player in that league. This thing is popping off, bro. Unrivaled is doing its darn thing, and their marketing and promotion is what we expect from the WNBA. But this is also WNBA players who are behind this thing and know what they want and know what the people want. So make sure you stay tuned. We definitely got more of the Full 94 podcast here on MTMV Sports coming, and we're going to talk right after these messages. Y'all stay tuned. Be right back.
Hi, Wilgers. It's Asia.
It's not just about the love of the game. It's about dedication and commitment through the process and the patience to endure. There's joy in reaching your goals and peace in knowing you've done all you're supposed to do. Ozell brand. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.
Hey man, shout out to the brand. Shout out to Ozell brand. You can get those things at Walmart. You can get them things online. Check it out. Always supporting the team. Always supporting MTMV Sports. Absolutely love it. Let's get to this, man. Let's just be frank about it, bro. Unrivaled is doing their thing right now. Talk about the anticipation leading up to January 17th when they tip off in Miami. Like, I'm excited. Are you guys genuinely excited to see this after adding Sabrina as a
shameless plug? Bro,
I'm gonna tell you why.
You got to see stuff happen before you're excited about it, bro.
There you go. That Drew will verbally admit to you. Drew will verbally admit to you that he is a bandwagoner. He needs to see it happen before he's excited about it, because that's exactly what this is right now. Bro. Like a bandwagon. I'm a Falcons fan. You can't call me a bandwagon.
That's a fact. I watched Kyle Pitts catch that ball and fumble it, bro. It was crazy.
That's a shame, bro.
This is my thing, though. Let's take a look at just the teams. It's 6 teams, so 36 players, 6 teams of 6. And let's just throw out some names here. You got players like Jackie Young, Tiffany Hayes, Elisa Thomas, Jewel Lloyd. You got Vandersloot out there, Kalia Copper, Chelsea Gray, Skylar Diggins-Smith, Alicia Gray, Sabrina, who's going to be on a Phantom Basketball Club, and then she's playing with Brittany Griner, which is crazy. And then Enrique's on there. You got Ryan Howard, Aaliyah Boston, De'Erica Hampton. Like, look at the coaches: Teresa Weatherspoon, Adam Harrington, DJ Slackman, Nola Henry, Phil Handy is popping in. With the Mist Basketball Club, which I absolutely love him doing that. Yep. And then the Laces got Andrew Wade. So we talk about 36 players, 6 teams. It's coming. I mean, are we like? I'm excited to see this thing, see how it's coached, see how the players come out, see how hard they play. That's what I really want to see. I'm trying to see if they're gonna take this thing seriously. But tell me what you think, Will. What you got on these updates? And that's what happening up in January.
Check out that article, MTMV Sports. You know what I'm saying? A certain handsome gentleman.
Hey, shameless plug. You got it, my boy. Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like we should have it up there to where you could just throw it up there. People see the article, but whatever.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Unrivaled is blowing the WNBA out of the water when it comes to preparation and all they do. You can take it that they've learned from the WNBA's faults, but this is a league that was started in 2023, right? So we don't even have to talk about the investors because the investors are a bunch of like who's who, including John Skipper, who was like the former president of ESPN. But you look at some of the things that make the league exciting, and it's these players are not coming in underpaid. They're not coming in undertaken care of. They get a chance to stay stateside instead of, going across seas to play. Their contracts are literally going to be the highest average salary in women's professional sports and a minimum 6-figure salary. There's a one-on-one tournament.
Love it.
Where the person who wins the one-on-one tournament will earn a minimum of $250,000.
Come on, bro.
You got the player equity that's going to vest out over a 4-year period. The players are provided local housing with access to the gym, practice facilities, paid for by the league in Miami.
That's crazy.
Peaks out everything out in Miami, right? Yeah. On top of that,
go ahead.
On top of that, they got broadcast rights on TNT, True TV, and you get to stream it on Max. But then you take a look at some of the sponsorships that they were able to get. And they've updated. Shout out to the social media team. I always shout them out because they do an incredible job.
Yeah.
Sponsorships from State Farm. Under Armour was announced as the official uniform partner. Miller Lite was just named the league's official beer.
Yeah.
Like, they're doing things that literally feel like it took the WNBA 20 years to do off the strength. Like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And this is a league that's going to continue to grow, is going to continue to get into a place. And the way that they're marketing it is that eventually they would love to be able to have the teams be marketed to certain cities and still be able to play within the city. So, like, what they're doing is amazing. I'm excited to see it. I want to see that one-on-one tournament also, because that one-on-one tournament going to be fire. I feel like Fee probably going to win that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's exciting. I'll definitely be down.
$250,000 on the line. I'm taking everybody. I'm a dog. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're not taking no else.
We've been trying to get a media credentials for it, and it's been difficult. But I'll definitely be down there in March to see the games. The good thing about the games is if you get a chance to go, when you get a ticket for 2 games.
I like that.
When the game?
So every time you go, January.
Okay.
So you get a ticket for 2 games.
60 days too. It's only 60 days. January 17th and March 17th, and they're gonna pack it all in there. So I love it.
Nice. They're almost sold out because I overslept when I was trying to get my tickets, and I was gonna get like 5 tickets to like 5 or 6 games. I overslept by 10 minutes, and they had sold out the first set of tickets.
That's
so
crazy.
Like they're selling out.
Keep trying to get those. I'll go down to Miami, bro. Let's try to get the media credentials. I'll make that flight.
Looking right now,
I say we need to do it in March.
The flights
we do it in March.
$30 right now.
So the league. So March. Okay, so March. We start on January 17th.
Yes, better than the big.
That's a fair question. That's going to be. I think it's going to be big right now.
It's better than the big 3 because of who's running it. Because I got words. Me and you talked about this. I got words for Q, bro. But it's better. Also, because you're getting the top stars in the W that are playing. This ain't just like, you know what I'm saying? So they're making a big thing about it. But like I said, if you get tickets, you got to figure out what teams you want to see because you can see a combination of 4 teams in one day.
That's tough, bro.
So, yeah.
I think to your question, Mr. G, I think you definitely, if Ice Cube is smart, he's trying to get a piece of this. He's trying to connect and latch on. If he's smart. If he's smart.
I'm gonna just tell y'all, bro. If you want to get more information, I'm not slandering nobody because I don't want nobody coming to sue us. Look at who's been behind the league.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. So just to make sure we got a good update and we know what we're talking about. Regular season tips off January 17, 2025. That's tips off in Miami. February 10th. These are just important dates. February 10th, 13th, and the 14th is the one-on-one tournament. Regular season ends on March 10th. March 16th begins the semifinals. March 17th, the next day, is the championship. So literally, if you blink eye, you might miss the league and be like,
what dates did you say?
So January 17th is the first
For
regular season.
The one-on-one tournament.
February 10th, 13th, and 14th.
Okay, I was in the that's perfect.
They got that NIL too.
Yep, that's perfect marketing because it's the day after the Super Bowl.
Yep,
ain't much gonna be on, and people gonna be like, "Oh, let me tune in." So
why not, right?
Yeah,
they just closed the round of capital like 2 weeks ago, and a total of $35 million that included Dawn Staley, Juju, Michael and Nicole Phelps, Rip Hamilton, and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
At 35 million, that's wild.
35 mil.
What? I'm telling you. Now, this is the thing for me when I'm looking at what the WNBA, because we talked about what the WNBA could do and what has done over the last 20 years, right? Trying to figure out what Unrivaled is doing in their first like inaugural season. Are we looking at this differently because it is 60 days? It is the stars of women's basketball right now, and it's not something that they're going to drag out for a 40-game season and playoffs. And you got big names that are connected to it. This is my thing. What makes you invest in this? And we a couple more minutes of the segment. What makes you invest in this over the WNBA? To talk about getting $35 million for a league in its first year who hasn't played a game yet. And the WNBA has been around since what, late 90s? So we're talking about what's the difference? What's the difference in why I'm gonna give $35 million to the Unrivaled League and not the WNBA?
In this situation, you're giving it to people who literally are not only a part of the league, but people who have run the league. Like if you look at some of the people who are involved in it, Nafisa Collier's husband is like a skills coach. He's the current president. Mickey Lawler, who used to be the WTA president. She was named commissioner of the league. If you're familiar with WTA, that's global. The old general manager of the Lynx, Claire Duellis, she's the executive vice president and general manager of the league. Yeah. So the league is being run and created by people who not only have already invested in the WNBA, who know some of the shortcomings of the WNBA, and on top of that, it's almost like when you go to a movie and you have executive producers and it's a big movie and you got The Rock and Kevin Hart. You literally have Breanna Stewart and Nafisa Collier, two of the biggest players in the league, who are telling you, yo, this league is going to be fire. We're a part of it from beginning to end.
And you said you got Fee winning the one-on-one.
I got Fee winning the one-on-one.
Over Kalia? Kalia playing too? Kalia Copper.
Don't do that.
What?
Because you know how I am about my Philly people.
Don't do what? You said it.
I don't know if Kalia gonna be in that part of it. Okay, if Kalia's in that part of it, of course I'm taking Kai.
You got
Kalia. We saw what Fee did. Fee almost pushed Asia to the brink for the MVP, bro. You know what I'm saying? Truth is truth. I think the disappointment I have, and I keep talking about with the WNBA, is you have so many chances to market this in the right way.
Yeah.
You put the right people in place, and we've talked about it on the show.
Big fact.
Why are so many of these games overlapping?
Don't make no sense.
Why are so many of these games overlapping during the playoffs? And it's big games that you want to watch.
Yeah.
Why are you not taking these opportunities with these marketing opportunities? Why are you not promoting the league in the way that you should be promoting it? We saw what happened with Kathy, and I don't want to be a person that just continues to knock it, but we're in a point in time where like we want to see young girls continue to feel like they can just be more than somebody who sits on the sideline.
Yeah, facts.
And we're at a time where we're seeing the league grow. Like, let's try to get it right. And it just doesn't feel like they put everything they could into it to get it right.
Yeah.
And so when you're watching what Unrivaled is doing in such a short period of time, they're getting guaranteed money.
Somebody doing something right. WNBA be like, hey, Feast, hey, Brianna, y'all want to come help us out? Hey, man, let's get to it. So we're gonna do a version of this. We got some time here left. We're gonna do some version of this open run, and we might get to some Jewish shenanigans. You might get. I think I got a lot of love last week off the episode, bro. On just like, yo, what is he talking about, bro?
I was passionate about that, man.
I appreciate that. So let's get to this open run. Let's ask a few questions. MTMV Sports 494 segment called Open Run. What Open Run is for the fans who have just come. Maybe you've never seen this before. This is a mixture of whatever you could think it to be. Start, bench, cut, erase from history, this or that. It could be, fill in the blank. It could be whatever it is. And that's why it's called Open Run, because anything happens in an open run. Am I right? Things go down. You know what I mean? So, Drew, I feel like you're always thinking about something. I got to start with you, and then we're going to end the show on Drew Shenanigans. You're going to have the last 2 minutes and cop that thing out. We're going to see, because I already know you got something. He's probably on Facebook today, if we're honest about it. So,
Probably.
let's talk about it. Drew, I'm going to start with you, man. What you got, bro?
I saw something early today, man, and I want to see. Oh yeah, we do need to mention the Christmas Day games, but
for sure.
Start, bench, cut, man. Tim Duncan, KG, and Dirk Nowitzki, bro. I want to see y'all. I want to know y'all thoughts on that, because I was fighting for a second. I think I know who I'll start. I just don't know who I'll bench and cut.
Timmy, KG, Dirk.
You cut Dirk?
Yeah, I want KG over Dirk. Sorry. I know I'm starting Timmy. Not even a question for me.
Right.
KG and Dirk is the question who I'm going to bench.
I don't know, bro.
I mean, what you got, Will? What you got, Will?
Dirk was tough, bro.
Come on, bro. Oh,
Dirk,
no doubt.
Dirk, one of my favorite players, so I can't be biased.
But
Dirk is the one I have to cut. Because out of all of them, Dirk is the one that plays. Dirk's the one that plays the least defense.
I give you that.
No, bro. I don't know, bro.
I gotta take Tim over KG, because Tim quietly would at times, bro, would give you like 39 and 19.
You'd be like, you scored 39?
Right.
Hey, the best story I heard about Timmy is from KG.
Yeah.
And it's like, he don't even be trash talking. He just say little things like, got you.
So bench KG.
I love it, bro.
That's tough, bro.
I love it.
Dirk top 10 in scoring, ain't he?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
But Dirk don't play, and Dirk will tell you Dirk don't play no defense.
Man, listen, bro.
He a big body, 7 foot. He ain't got to do too much. Throw their hands up.
Like if Dirk had that Boston team, I feel like they get 2 or 3 of them, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
That's my opinion, though.
All right, I got one, and we'll come to you, Will. In the spirit of Unrivaled and the
what up, my boy?
Unrivaled segment we had earlier.
That's my boy that was talking junk last week.
I know.
He put a photo up this week, but I came out you stand in the sun, man.
Boy, made sure. Talk to me about this. Who wins the one-on-one tournament for Unrivaled? We're gonna get right into it. I got Sabrina, Enrique, Nafisa, and Kalia. Who you got definitively? Give me, you know what? Give me first and second. Who's in the finals out of those 4?
You know what the bracket is look like.
Enrique, Sabrina, Kalia. Who was the last person I said?
Enrique, Sabrina, Kalia, Nafisa, yeah.
And Enrique, that's what I said. Enrique was the last one.
So Enrique facing Sabrina.
What up, Cam?
What's going on? Yeah, start there. That's fine.
Okay.
Enrique against Sabrina.
Taking that.
Enrique taking Sabrina?
Yes.
Enrique taking Sabrina.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta go Kalia.
Kalia over
Fee?
Over Fee.
I don't know, bro. I don't think she stopped Fee one time.
Listen.
All right, so then you go to Kalia and Enrique. Who you got?
I'm really not comfortable taking Kalia. Kai, I'm sorry. I can't be like you. Fee's taking it, bro.
Fee's taking it?
Kai, I love you.
And then went back.
Fee taking it, bro. Fee winning the whole thing.
We pulled it back. All right, cool. You feel the same way, Drew?
I think Fee takes it, bro, just because she superior defensively, and I don't think any of them can stop her on the offensive end.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, is it a limit to the dribbles?
No.
Oh, well, yeah, they ain't stopping her, bro.
Yeah.
That back to the basket game gonna be ugly.
Yeah, Will, what you got, bro?
I'm gonna give you a starting five.
Okay.
You have to create a starting five that's gonna beat this starting five.
Okay.
All right.
Talk to me.
Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant.
What?
LeBron James.
Oh my God. She taking the best.
And David Robinson.
Oh my gosh. LeBron.
Give me a five that's gonna beat the five. And if you watch this show, put it in the comments. Give me your five that's gonna beat the five.
IT. Kobe.
Everybody.
I'm about to say the same thing. So Kobe, Mike, LeBron, Admirable, and Isaiah.
Yeah. And I'm talking Pistons Isaiah Thomas. I'm not talking.
Yeah.
We know that. Ain't no question.
Yeah. Man, that's tough, bro.
Okay, so let's go. Let's try to go matchup for matchup, Drew. What you think? So who playing against David? I go Hakeem.
I'm not going with Hakeem. Give me Nikola Jokic.
Against David, okay.
Yes.
Against David Robinson?
Yes.
Your face.
Yes.
All right, who you got LeBron at 4?
Way too little. Kevin Durant. Yes.
Wait. Who's too little?
David Robinson.
That's crazy.
Defensive player of the year, David Robinson?
David Robinson was a monster.
240. He weighs 240. He too little, bro.
Quadruple double David Robinson, Navy vet. That's your people.
David Robinson, bro. He ain't
shout out mom with the Robin for everybody.
Bro, I'm not paying mom no attention, bro.
LeBron, I'm taking putting KD on the other side.
Okay.
For
you
Kobe
tonight, Will.
Man.
Right.
You gotta love it.
For
I'm
Kobe,
trying to put on Mike because it would have been Kobe for me. That would have been my first choice.
Man. For Kobe, I'm putting, bro.
I already got a 5.
Give me Tracy.
Give me T-Mac. Give me T-Mac on the other. No. Yeah. Give me T-Mac. Give me
Who
T-Mac.
you get from Mike though? That's the better question.
For Mike, everybody in their prime.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Grant Hill, man.
Hey, 7'6" is one. Good for you, bro.
Give me Grant Hill, man, in their prime. And then
Okay,
for Isaiah Thomas, give me in their prime.
In their prime, bro.
But when I give y'all my 5, y'all gonna be throwed.
Give me Derrick Rose, man.
For Dino?
Give me D Rose.
Give me your 5. I think I'm looking more defensive for IT. But I like David. I like Hakeem on David. KD, I might want Timmy at 4, but go ahead.
So at point, give me Gary Payton.
I like
Gary Payton gonna make Isaiah Thomas face up. He gonna be in his face. That's the most physical point guard you can put on Gary Payton.
I like it.
At 2 guard on Michael, give me Scotty.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I said Scotty in my head, and I was like, I don't know if they'll take that, but I thought the same thing.
Scotty can also run point forward on the other end, and Scotty in his prime would be a good matchup.
That is little. What are y'all talking about?
That man is.
I weigh 230, bro.
On David, bro, that don't mean nothing, bro. You still
bro?
Not getting on the
I weigh 230. He ain't guarding your.
What does that mean, bro?
I can finish your 5.
Finish
your 5.
On David Robinson.
Finish
give
your
me
5.
The Dream Elijah Wine.
Okay,
I like.
Okay,
it. I'm with it.
At power forward on LeBron.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make LeBron work. So I want 1 or 2 players. I either want Karl Malone, which I can't stand Karl Malone, or give me KG.
I like it.
KG lanky, he taller than LeBron, so he can be able to do it. At small forward, you had the right pick, Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, makes sense.
The one person that Kobe said gave him the most fits was Tracy McGrady.
He also said
if they don't beat that team, right? If they don't beat that team, they got to beat them by 2s because that team's going to compete.
Yeah, I like it. I'm not mad at that.
That man said that. That man said Joker on the Admiral. You know, sometimes
Bro,
man,
Joker is too,
if
bro,
he believe it, he believe
Admiral
it.
is not stopping Jokic. It ain't nobody in history that's stopping Jokic, bro. Let's stop acting like it's somebody that can line up on him, bro. Stop.
Hey man, he feels very strongly
Nobody's
about this.
stopping
Look,
him, bro.
I think this is the perfect segue into Jew shenanigans. Jew, producer, give me 2
We
minutes.
giving him shenanigans after that.
Dude,
He still
he
getting
deserves it.
Not guard Jokic on the perimeter.
That's not the shenanigans.
He needs
Like,
shenanigans,
y'all gotta
bro.
stop
He started
rewriting
it.
history.
Come on, bro. David Robinson will
Anytime they
dominate
face-
your Nikola Jokic, bro.
Anytime they
Talk
face
to
somebody
me.
that can
No,
dribble
bro.
the ball,
No,
Shaq
no.
was having problems with Sabonis, bro. Shaq was having problems with Sabonis. Stop playing, man. 300 pounds versus 235. David Robinson gets treated like a little boy down there, man, in the paint. Just like all the rest of the centers that's under 250 in the NBA right now get treated. That's one thing. Now, let me shift gears for a second, man, to my shenanigans, man. Listen, please. I'm on my knees begging y'all to do some research online, kind of like how Travis Hunter was begging his girl to come out of the party when he was outside waiting in the car. Do research, man. That's all it takes online for y'all to do some research before you throw these comments out, man. I read a comment today that said Rip Hamilton never matched up with Kobe Bryant in the finals. They never guarded each other. All you got to do is log on to YouTube and go to game 1 if you didn't actually watch the finals, and you'll see Rip Hamilton and Kobe guarding each other. 2, stop regurgitating everything that you hear on social media, man. Twitter started all of this crap about the NBA from people who don't watch the NBA. So my question is, how can you not watch the NBA, but at the same time tell the NBA what they do to need to fix a problem? And I put that in air quotes because there is no problem in the NBA. People are talking about shooting threes, where a world-renowned basketball analyst went on national television and told the world that the NBA should chop off the three-point line from the free throw line up. So you just got a court that's chopped off, no corner threes. How ridiculous is that, bro? It's ridiculous. It's no problem in the NBA other than the referees that need to let them play physical basketball. And then we can get everything else falls like domino blocks.
Hey, I need to redo my contract. Because there's no way y'all have us on the same show, bro.
This is what he wanted, bro. This is what he wanted. What he came to
Bro.
get. Look, you gotta talk about it. Look, if you want a shenanigans segment, give 2 minutes, I'll give it to you. Will just talk to me, bro.
I don't need the shenanigans when I give y'all truth every week.
Bro, is that not ridiculous? Is that not ridiculous?
I give y'all truth every week.
Would you sit in your chair and watch a basketball game with the three-point line chopped off from the free throw line up?
No, but I also think that we need to admit that the NBA, that the three-point line is the current issue in the NBA, and people constantly
if
stucking them up.
you could guard people and without getting a foul,
that's not valid. First of all, I don't want to hear you talk nothing about nobody guarding nobody when you just said David Robinson would get handled by Nikola Jokic. Like, cut it out, okay? Your shenanigans are ridiculous, and nobody can hear you because of it.
We talking about your mama day, hey, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, don't count, bro. Hey,
you shot your shot at me. I went back, but when you pulled back, I apologize and I called it what I called it. Now I know you've been watching the show long enough. You came on and took a shot at me and said something about no mustache. Like, I don't be out here getting the Jones. Like, my skin ain't super soft. Like, don't let it twist you, no cap. You know what I'm saying? You my dog and we good.
Yeah, I love it.
But I'm gonna tell you, like I tell you every week, I'm with it, bro, at all times. And you need to get your man. Talking about Nikola Jokic would dominate David Robinson.
Yes, he will.
He said
he will. Hey, no more shenanigans. How they say on Pay the Fool? No rice, no chicken, no beef, no none of that for you.
You want more just like this. This is where it lives at, man. 494 podcast here on MTMV Sports, where it is said, it doesn't express the concerns and views of all the 494. But Jew has said it straight up. Nikola Jokic dominate David Robinson. Hey, look, if you want to have this conversation,
can we also say that
out?
You also said that he would remove Michael Jordan and Cheryl Swoops from
y'all make sure y'all go watch
Arvidas Sabonis versus David Robinson. 28, 17, and 8.
Hey, get about it. Hey, watch me. Follow us, 494 Podcast here on MTMV Sports. Make sure y'all see us every Monday, 8:30. We're gonna be here talking basketball. You want to talk basketball? This is where it lives at. Make sure y'all tune in. Come check us out. Jew_Chasing Dreams, Mr. Teddy Farrell, Sports Talk with C, and I am Miles Austin. 494 here on MTMV Sports. Y'all be safe, stay relevant, be easy.
What's good, everybody? It's your man, the myth, the legend, the voice. Thanks so much for tuning into this show on MTMV Sports Network. For more exciting content just like this, subscribe, like, and share.
Yep.